Hi everybody, welcome to Redneck Rhapsody. We're so glad you joined us today. We're working on our 12 days of tipsy, so you may be finding this recipe that way that we're doing that, doing it a little bit between like Christmas and New Year's. So if you are, that's great. If you're not and it's summer, I hope you enjoy this anyway, because this is one of my favorite summertime kind of dessert cocktail things. I am doing a Southern Kickin Fruit Cocktail. This is not your mama's fruit cocktail. I'm just going to tell you right now. If you're like me, everybody brings a bottle of wine a lot of times when they go visit people and go see people. And when you're out other places, like I was in Israel a few months ago, I picked up a bottle of rosé wine and brought it home, and it wasn't my favorite. I am what they call a Kool-Aid drinker. I like wine, but they say it needs to taste like Kool-Aid. I tell them I do blackberry and Merlot, but because of the brand it is, they make fun of me because they say, no, that's Kool-Aid. So anyway, that just gives you a little bit of background on my taste buds. But I'm from the South, and if it ain't sweet, I probably ain't gonna like it. But the point of this is, I want you to be able to take that wine, not re-gift it, and figure out a way to use it. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna recycle our own wine and make it into something that we love and that's really great. Poolside or fireside. Either way, this is a great dessert / drink. You can make it be more of a drink or more of a dessert. And what I do is I chop up fruit. If I have some that's in the freezer that were from summer, like blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, I'll throw those in. I put a couple of apples in, a couple of tangerines. I had fresh pineapple. I have used canned pineapple before when I didn't have fresh around. I drain it if I use anything that's canned. I had fresh tangerines I chopped up. If you're gonna serve it in a day or so, a banana's fine. If it's gonna be over a few days, or you're not gonna do it in the blender and make it like more like a slushy, then you might wanna leave the banana out because it breaks down a little bit. What I do though is I pour my alcohol in here, and sangria is awesome in this. I have had a red boxed wine before that was not really drinkable for me. I didn't like it. I wasn't gonna drink it. So this is how this recipe came about. We were at the beach. I had the box of wine. I thought, what can I do? I hate to throw it in the trash because it's brand new and full. So I took 2 cups of wine. I chopped up all my fruit, and I probably ended up with about 3 or 4 cups of wine because I covered the fruit. So you put your fruit in your bowl, you cover it with wine, and you leave a little space because I made a simple syrup, which is equal parts water and sugar. So either 1/4 of a cup and 1/4, or 1/2 and 1/2, or 1 and 1. I mixed up some simple syrup, and I used in a bowl this full, which it was full the other day. I kind of sent some home with people as they came over and needed a little pick-me-up for the holidays. But I had it full of fruit, full of wine. I used the rosé, and I also put in a cup of sangria. And I've let that sit in the fridge for 4 or 5 days. This is something that's better if it's fixed ahead and it absorbs into your fruit, because that's what makes it most delicious, is when the fruit infuses it, but also it soaks into your fruit, and you love to eat the fruit like that. I fix it, I let it sit like that, and then I usually do an ice tray if you have pretty ones like Christmas trees, or just real pretty cubes instead. But I do use just plain old plastic ice cube trays. Like, hey, they come from Walmart or Amazon or wherever. But I have a bunch of ice cube trays, and it keeps from watering down your stuff. So in the summertime, I have frozen cubes of fruit, and I pour the liquid over it, and I also hit it with a little more sangria or red wine, whatever I have around the house. Today, just to make it where I could do just a glass full to show you, I froze fruit earlier. I ran water over this to where it would turn loose really easy. So it dropped in my glass, just looks beautiful. I put a little of my fruit and my drink mixture in it. And I'm gonna hit it with just a little more sangria. You can serve this unfrozen with all the fruit, and you can eat it as a kickin' fruit cocktail from the South, or you can fix it like this and have it in your glass, and your frozen fruit will still continue to absorb, and when you get through, then they can eat their fruit. They can throw it in the trash, they can do whatever they want to with their fruit, but it's really delicious. So this is a Southern Kickin Fruit Cocktail. It is so not your mama's fruit cocktail. So if you ever want to have a way that makes a really pretty, delicious dessert and looks good sitting on the table, tastes great, this is one way you can go. Summer or winter, it works great. And I want to thank you for being here with Redneck Rhapsody. Hit subscribe down below. Hit the bell so you don't miss the rest of our recipes. Hop on over to the blog so you can print them off if you would like to collect them. And have a very Merry Christmas or a great time when you decide to try your Kickin' Fruit Cocktail.